The unexpected arrivals. Sophia Chen stared at the notification flashing on her tablet with disbelief. As chief engineer of Horizon Station, humanity's premier orbital repair facility, she'd seen plenty of unusual repair requests, but nothing like this. "Marcus, are you seeing this?" she called to her second-in-command, not taking her eyes off the screen. Marcus Okafor looked up from the engine assembly he was calibrating. "What's up, Chief?" "We have 13 unscheduled arrivals requesting emergency docking clearance." Sophia's voice remained steady, but her eyes widened. "They're not human vessels." Marcus set down his tools and rushed to her side. "Alien ships? Here? That can't be right." Sophia expanded the notification, displaying the approaching fleet on the main view screen. The vessels were unlike anything they'd ever seen. Organic curves blended with crystalline structures, pulsing with soft bioluminescence. Some ships appeared to have entire sections missing or severely damaged. One particularly large vessel at the center of the formation leaked a trail of glittering particles that dispersed in the vacuum behind it. "Security protocol says we should alert Earth defense," Marcus said, already reaching for the emergency comm. Sophia raised her hand. "Wait, they're broadcasting on standard distress frequencies. And look, they're maintaining a respectful distance." She tapped her comm link. "Command, this is engineering. What's the situation with our visitors?" Station Commander Eliza Washington's voice crackled through. "They've requested permission to dock for extensive repairs. Their ambassadors specifically asked for human engineers. Apparently, they bypassed 3 of their own repair hubs to get here." "That doesn't make sense," Sophia said. "Their technology is at least 60 years ahead of ours. Why would they need us?" "That's what you're going to find out," Commander Washington replied. "I'm authorizing docking for their lead vessel. Meet their ambassador in Bay 4. Consider this first contact, Chen. Don't mess it up." 30 minutes later, Sophia stood in the cavernous docking bay alongside Marcus and Dr. Imani Osai, the station's xenobiologist. The massive doors parted to reveal a ship that seemed to shimmer between states of matter, part solid metal, part flowing liquid, part luminous gas. A seam appeared in the hull, and a ramp extended smoothly to the deck. 3 figures emerged. The central one stood nearly 8 feet tall, with 4 arms and a body covered in iridescent scales that shifted color with each movement. Its elongated head housed 6 eyes arranged in a circular pattern around what appeared to be a breathing apparatus. Ambassador Krell of the Vanturi Confederation. The translator hanging from Sophia's neck announced, converting the series of clicks and whistles emanating from the alien. "We come seeking the legendary human fixers." Sophia stepped forward. "I'm Chief Engineer Sophia Chen. Welcome to Horizon Station. We're surprised by your visit." The alien's scales rippled from blue to green. "Surprise is understandable. Our arrival is unprecedented. But we face unprecedented problems." Krell gestured to the ships visible through the bay windows. "Our fleet suffered catastrophic damage, traversing the Nexus Singularity. 13 vessels, crippled. Our finest repair stations could not help us." "Why come to us?" Marcus asked. "Human technology is primitive compared to yours." Krell's upper arms made a gesture that might have been amusement. "Technology advancement and repair skill are not the same thing, Engineer Marcus Okafor. Humans possess something unique in the galaxy: innovative adaptation. You solve problems with limited resources in ways no other species conceives." The ambassador handed Sophia a crystalline data cube. "These are our schematics. Our primary needs are the flagship's phase-synchronous drive and our medical vessel's bioluminous reactor. Without them, over 3,000 of my people will perish before reaching home." Sophia accepted the cube, feeling its weight, both physical and metaphorical. "We'll need time to study these systems. I can't promise anything." "Understanding. But please hurry. The damage progresses with each rotation cycle." Krell's scales darkened. "We have perhaps 14 Earth days before critical failure." After the aliens returned to their ship, Sophia gathered her top engineers in the main workshop. The holographic projector displayed alien schematics that made even the most experienced technicians scratch their heads. "This can't be right," said Lin Wei, propulsion specialist. "Their drive cores operate on quantum principles we've barely theorized. We don't have the equipment to manufacture these components." "And this reactor," added Jamal Hassani, pointing to a pulsating spherical design. "It's partially biological. We'd need to grow replacements, not build them." Sophia studied the designs, her mind racing through possibilities. "We're thinking about this wrong. They didn't come here for replacement parts. They came for human solutions." She zoomed in on the flagship's damaged drive. "Look at the fracture pattern. The quantum filaments are intact, but they're desynchronized." Marcus leaned closer. "Like an orchestra playing out of rhythm." "Exactly. We don't need to replace the instruments. We need to conduct them properly." Sophia's eyes lit up with the challenge. "And for the biological components, Dr. Osi, could our medical bay's regeneration tanks be modified to support alien cellular structures?" Imani nodded slowly. "Possibly, if we adjust the nutrient solution and electromagnetic field parameters." "Then we have our starting point," Sophia declared. "Let's break into teams. I want unconventional thinking. Forget what you know about standard repairs. These aren't standard chips." For the next 3 days, Horizon Station hummed with unprecedented activity. Engineers worked around the clock, studying alien technology and experimenting with human solutions. Small victories came in unexpected ways. Marcus discovered that a basic harmonic frequency generator, essentially Earth technology from the 21st century, could resynchronize the quantum filaments when calibrated to specific resonances. Jamal realized the alien biological components responded to human stem cell growth factors, accelerating their regeneration. On the 4th day, Sophia invited Ambassador Krell to observe their progress. The alien scales shimmered with what appeared to be surprise as Marcus demonstrated how they jury-rigged a planetary survey scanner to diagnose quantum desynchronization. "This device," Krell clicked, "is designed for geological analysis. How did you conceive of this application?" Marcus shrugged. "Same principle, different scale. We didn't have quantum analyzers, so we had to improvise." "Improvise." The alien repeated the word carefully. "This concept does not translate perfectly. You created a solution without proper tools." "That's what humans do best," Sophia explained. "We work with what we have." As they moved through the workshop, Krell observed humans applying seemingly primitive techniques to advanced technology. Ultrasonic cleaning baths modified to realign molecular bonds, modified agricultural growth lamps accelerating biological regeneration. "Now I understand," the ambassador said finally. "Our species evolved with abundance. When something breaks, we replace it with a perfect part. Your species evolved with scarcity. You learned to fix the unfixable." The moment of understanding was interrupted by an emergency alarm. The medical vessel's reactor had begun a catastrophic cascade failure. Sophia and Krell rushed to the monitoring station, where Imani displayed the readings. "The cellular degradation is accelerating," she explained. "The replacement tissues are being rejected." "We need more time," Sophia insisted. Krell's scales darkened to almost black. "There is no more time. And there are now 23 vessels approaching your station." 23. Marcus exclaimed. "Where did they come from?" "Word travels quickly among the desperate," Krell replied simply. "Your reputation grows." Sophia looked at the incoming vessels on the monitor, then back at the failing reactor. The situation was escalating beyond control, but something the ambassador said sparked an idea. "Abundance versus scarcity," she murmured. "That's it. Krell, your technology is so advanced that each component is perfectly optimized for its specific function, correct?" "Naturally. Maximum efficiency. But that creates brittleness," Sophia continued, excitement building. "Your systems have no redundancy, no adaptability. When one part fails, everything fails." She turned to her team. We've been trying to fix their technology their way, but we need to fix it our way, human style. Redundancy, backup systems, emergency bypasses. As the new ships entered orbit and the medical vessel's reactor deteriorated further, Sophia formulated a new plan. The solution wouldn't be elegant or efficient by alien standards, but it would work. It had to. Krell, she said with determination, I need to bring your fleet's engineers together. We're going to teach them something they don't have a word for yet. What concept is this? The ambassador asked. Sophia smiled. We call it jerry-rigging. The human solution. The situation aboard Horizon Station had transformed from unusual to chaotic. 23 damaged alien vessels now orbited Earth's premier repair facility, with more arriving daily. Inside the station's main cargo bay, hastily converted into an emergency repair center, Sophia Chen stood before an assembly of alien engineers from 6 different species. The key to fixing your ships isn't better technology, she explained, projecting a diagram of the failing medical vessel's reactor. The aliens exchanged confused glances, their various anatomies expressing universal skepticism. A Vantari engineer clicked a question that Sophia's translator rendered as, inferior technology cannot produce superior results. This defies logic. That's exactly what makes it work, Sophia replied. Your systems are designed for perfect conditions. Ours are designed for survival. Marcus stepped forward with what looked like a crude metal box attached to various tubes and wires. This is a bypass module we've created for your medical vessel's reactor. It's not elegant. It's not efficient. But when your main system fails, this primitive backup will keep your people alive. A ripple of sounds, some like buzzing, others like liquid bubbling, passed through the alien crowd. Ambassador Krell's scales shifted to a concerned purple. Chief Engineer Chen, Krell clicked carefully. While we respect human ingenuity, installing such crude devices in our advanced systems seems dangerous. Before Sophia could respond, the station shuddered violently. Emergency lights flashed red as Commander Washington's voice boomed over the comms. All personnel, brace for impact. Unidentified energy surge detected from docked vessel. The medical ship's reactor had entered complete failure, ahead of projections. Through the bay windows, they watched as the beautiful alien vessel's lights flickered and died. 3,000 lives now hung in the balance. We need to install the bypass now, Sophia shouted, grabbing the module from Marcus. Ambassador Krell hesitated only a moment before nodding. Proceed. What followed was a frantic race against time. Sophia, Marcus, and Jamal sprinted through the access tunnel connecting the station to the medical vessel, carrying equipment that by all scientific standards shouldn't work with alien technology. Inside the alien ship, the atmosphere was thick with fear. The vessel's environmental systems were failing, and the bioluminescent walls were dimming like dying fireflies. Critically ill Vantari lay in suspended animation chambers that were slowly losing power. The reactor chamber itself was a cathedral of alien engineering, intricate crystalline structures growing from a central core that pulsed weakly with fading light. Beautiful, complex, and completely failing. Their problem is that everything's connected, Sophia observed, scanning the architecture. One failure cascades through the entire system. Marcus nodded. No circuit breakers. Then will be their circuit breakers. Sophia began unpacking their equipment. Jamal, isolate the primary nutrient channels. Marcus, prepare the bypass conduits. Working with desperate speed, the human team practically butchered the elegant alien design, cutting connections, rerouting flows, and installing crude but functional human technology alongside advanced alien components. What they created was an ungainly hybrid that would have horrified any engineering aesthete. 4 hours later, they stepped back from their work. The reactor chamber now contained a bizarre combination of crystalline alien technology and repurposed human equipment. Pipes that once carried coolant for Horizon Station's food refrigeration units now transported alien nutrient solutions. Modified power regulators from mining equipment controlled the flow of exotic energy. "It's not pretty," Marcus admitted. "Beauty is irrelevant if it saves lives," Sophia responded, checking the final connections. Ready for power-up sequence. She activated her comlink. "Ambassador Krell, we're ready to initialize the bypass system." "Understood, Engineer Chen. But I must inform you, our analysis shows only a 12% chance of success." Sophia allowed herself a small smile. "That's the difference between us, Ambassador. You calculate probabilities. We ignore them." With a deep breath, she initiated the power sequence. For a terrifying moment, nothing happened. Then, with a series of shudders, the hybrid system sputtered to life. The crystalline structures began to glow again, not with their former perfect radiance, but with a fluctuating, uneven light that grew steadily stronger. Throughout the medical vessel, emergency systems reactivated. The life support chambers stabilized, and the ship's own lights gradually returned. It wasn't perfect, but it was working. When they returned to Horizon Station, they found an unexpected scene. The alien engineers were huddled around tables with human technicians, eagerly learning about jury rigging, workarounds, and quick fixes. Cultural barriers seemed to have dissolved in the face of success. Ambassador Krell approached Sophia, scales shimmering with a new color she hadn't seen before, a warm gold that reminded her of sunrise. "You have done the impossible," the alien acknowledged. "Our medical vessel functions at 73% capacity, sufficient to sustain all passengers until we reach our homeworld." "We can improve that," Sophia offered. "No," Krell's response was firm. "We must learn to do this ourselves." The ambassador struggled for the word. "The bodging of systems, this philosophy of repair is what we truly came to find." A new alarm interrupted their conversation, but not an emergency this time. Station sensors indicated the arrival of more vessels, dozens of them, from various species across the galaxy. Commander Washington's voice came through Sophia's comm. "Chen, we've got ships lining up for repairs like it's a cosmic drive-through. What the hell did you do?" The answer came from an unexpected source, a holographic transmission activated in the center of the bay, a regal alien form that even Ambassador Krell greeted with deep reverence. "Greetings, Horizon Station," the figure intoned. "I am High Council Matriarch Vextora of the Galactic Confederation. Word has reached us of human repair capabilities. The Confederation formally requests establishment of a permanent human repair station in neutral space, staffed by your engineers." Sophia blinked in surprise. "There are repair stations throughout Confederation space, with technology centuries beyond ours." "Technology is not the issue," the matriarch replied. "Understanding is. For millennia, our civilizations have advanced toward perfection and efficiency. But in doing so, we lost something your species still possesses: adaptability in the face of scarcity. The ability to create function from failure." 3 weeks later, as the last of the repaired alien vessels prepared to depart, Sophia sat in her office reviewing the official diplomatic agreement. Humanity had been offered an unprecedented position in galactic society, not as warriors or scientists or explorers, but as fixers. Earth would establish repair stations throughout Confederation space, teaching other species the uniquely human art of making do with available resources. Marcus entered, carrying 2 cups of coffee. "So," he said, taking the chair opposite her desk, "we're going to be the galaxy's mechanics." Sophia accepted the coffee gratefully. Not the role anyone expected for humanity's first major contribution to interstellar society. But fitting, Marcus observed. While other species were perfecting their technology, evolving toward ideal efficiency, we were learning to fix things with duct tape and paper clips. Sophia finished. She looked out the viewport at the departing alien fleet, their once damaged ships now sporting visible human modifications, functional if inelegant. Sometimes the best solution isn't the most advanced one. A notification appeared on her screen. 5 more alien vessels requesting repair assistance had just entered Earth orbit. Sophia smiled and reached for her toolkit. The galaxy was learning a fundamental truth. When everything falls apart, call a human. They'll fix it, one way or another.